Bonjour, welcome to video 3 of our series all about that little word de. And today we're looking at de with quantities, why we say beaucoup de and not beaucoup de, for example. I hope you find it useful. We'll start with a quantity that most people already know, which is beaucoup. Beaucoup. Beaucoup means a lot of, and often people learn it when they say merci beaucoup, thank you a lot, thanks a lot. But beaucoup de means a lot of, and then we would put the noun of what we've got a lot of next. So beaucoup d'argent, this man has got. The next quantity is trop de. Be careful your pronunciation here. The P is not pronounced, so it sounds like trop. Trop de. Trop de. And then we put the noun. Trop d'argent. Too much money. Trop de. Trop de can mean too much or too many. Trop. Assez de. Assez de means enough. So assez d'argent, enough money. Assez de. Assez de. And peu de, no un in front, just peu de, means little, little money, like not very much or few, whatever it might be. Peu d'argent, little money. So we've got this little de here. Each time I've been talking about it though, I've been saying d'argent because the word money, argent, begins with a vowel. So we might go from de, de, to d apostrophe if it starts with a vowel. So we've got the examples here. So j'ai beaucoup de travail dans le jardin. J'ai beaucoup de travail dans le jardin. I have a lot of, so here are de is meaning of, work in the garden. Il y a trop de monde. Il y a trop de monde. Trop de meant too much or too many. And monde here in this context, yes, it can mean world, but it can also mean people in this context. Il y a trop de monde. There's too many people. Il y a trop de monde. On a assez de temps. On a assez de temps. We have enough time. On a assez de temps. Elle a peu d'amis ici. Elle a, she has, peu, few, d'amis ici. Now, this is what's happening here that I was talking about with the argent, that it should be de because it's peu de, but because the word ami comes next, which starts with a vowel, the two go together and we lose the e off the de and it becomes an apostrophe. Peu d'amis. What happens with that apostrophe is that it makes it so that there's no gap between the de and the ami. It's a bit like in English in the word don't. We don't go don't. We don't do a little jump there, and it's the same with the French, that apostrophe just makes it so it sounds like one full word. So peu d'amis ici. She has few friends here. Je n'ai pas beaucoup d'argent. There we go, we can see it with the argent. Je n'ai pas beaucoup d'argent. I haven't got much money. I haven't got a lot of money. C'est trop d'efforts. C'est trop d'efforts. It's too much effort. And it's funny because in English we wouldn't say it's too much of effort. She has few of friends, but in French that de always has to go in. On n'a pas assez de vin. On n'a pas assez de vin. We don't have enough wine. On n'a pas assez de vin. So the rule is that the quantity expression, so lots, not many, enough, whatever, is always followed by either de or d apostrophe. Even if the thing coming next is plural, we don't turn it into de. So we don't need the usual rule that we think of. If it's plural, we're going to need to make it de. You don't need to. When it's a quantity expression, it's either going to be de or d apostrophe if it's a vowel coming next. And then we do the noun straight away. There's no article, there's no the or a or anything after that. It's just de and then straight away followed by the noun. There's a couple more useful expressions here. Un peu de. Un peu de means a little bit. So it's different from peu de. Peu de meant not very much at all, like few, little. So if you said je parle peu de français, it means I speak little French, not very much at all. But je parle un peu de français is I speak a little French, so that's a tiny bit more. Be careful here, we often think that little is the word petit in French. Think of petit as meaning small instead, because that will help you to not make the mistake of thinking that you say je parle un petit français, because otherwise you're saying I speak a small French. That's not what we want to say. We want to say a little bit. So un peu is a bit. A little French. Un peu de français. A little bit of French. A bit of French. Plein de is a really common quantity expression that is used in French all the time. Plein de means loads of. Plein de. Plein de. Also, we can use moins de, which means less or fewer, whatever. So I'd like fewer weeds in my garden, please. Moins de, or moins de mauvaises herbes. Moins de mauvaises herbes, less weeds, or fewer weeds, I should say. And we can also say plus de. Plus de means more. And again, we're going to say more of, plus de, and then we're going to say the noun straight afterwards. Plus de fleurs. That's what I want. Plus de fleurs dans le jardin. So plus de, little thing to help you remember there. Plus de, if you want more of a thing, we say more of the word. So we're going to say plus, we're going to pronounce the S here. Plus de. So with food and drink, we also need this de that we saw before. So we're going to have, as soon as we've got some kind of container, some kind of measurement, it's going to be followed by a de. So un verre de vin. Same rule, we're not going to go de for anything plural, we're just going to stick with un verre de vin. Une tasse de café, a cup of coffee. Un kilo de tomates. So here we go, we've got tomatoes. We might think, well, plural, I'm going to need to make it plural, but you don't. The rule is that if it's a container, a measurement, or one of those quantity expressions we saw before, we just follow it with de or d apostrophe if it starts with a vowel. Une bouteille d'eau. Une bouteille d'eau. A bottle of water. I've done a whole video about how to ask for water because it's something that it sounds simple, but it's actually not. So if you're interested in that, go back a few videos, you'll find it. So measurements and containers, the de or the d apostrophe basically links the container, the thing at the start, to the content. So un verre de vin. Un verre de limonade. Une tasse de café. Une tasse de thé. So the key question to ask yourself when you're thinking about how am I going to be saying this? Do I need to say du or de la or le? What do I need to say? Well, you need to ask yourself, is there a quantity or an amount involved? And if there is, then you need a de, and then you need the noun. That's what's going to link the quantity or the amount to the noun itself. This is a really common mistake. Beaucoup de gens. So the word gens means people. It's another way of talking about people that we saw earlier was monde, didn't we? But beaucoup de gens, lots of people. You would expect, because we're saying people, plural, that we would need to say de. But remember, we don't say beaucoup de, we say beaucoup de gens if we're wanting to say lots of people. Trop de la nourriture is another mistake that people will make. They'll put a le or a la after the de. But remember, after you've done your de, you just straight away put your noun. Trop de nourriture. Too much food. Let's have a little go at a quiz here. Remember, you can pause me and you could write your answers down and then I'll go through them, or just be ready because I'm going to go through them quite fast. Okay? So a lot of work is beaucoup de travail. Beaucoup de travail. Too many people. Trop de gens. Even though people is plural coming next, we're not going to make this plural. It stays de. A glass of water. Un verre d'eau. There we've got our container. There's our de that's linking it to our next thing, which is water, which is what's in it. And we need to remember that it's going to go d'eau, because otherwise de and eau have got two vowels and they would not work next to each other. Un verre d'eau. And enough time is assez de temps. Assez de temps. Next week, we're going to be looking at de versus a, particularly when we're talking about what things are for or what things contain. So, un gâteau au chocolat or un gâteau de chocolat, which one is right, and why two little tiny words make a big difference to what it means. See you next week.